Well, cries for help are getting louder in Wakarusa. Over a dozen people telling the 16 News Now I-Team they quit their jobs at the Waters of Wakarusa nursing home, and they say change needs to happen. I met up with 6 people who used to work there, which has a 4-star overall rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, but the employees say the staffing score tells a whole different story.
It's a mess over there.
That mess, according to them, is the situation unfolding at the Waters of Wakarusa, where 5 people who plan to retire from instead have walked away.
You can't replace experience. You're looking at 15, 20, 30 years.
Why did you end up leaving?
It was no longer a place that I could be proud to work at.
They say the Waters used to have a strong reputation that took a turn when a new administrator started early in 2024.
We worked well as a team, and that's what healthcare needs. And that was all lost.
These former employees say short staffing and tight resources set them up to fail every day.
It just wears on you because you want to do a good job, and you're given roadblock after roadblock after roadblock.
And the numbers support that the Waters of Wakarusa is under a major staffing shortage. According to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Waters of Wakarusa has a 1 out of 5 stars in the staffing category. Is that a surprise to you?
Not at all. Not at all.
The CMS data is fairly detailed, comparing the number of hours of nurse staff per resident to the state and national average. The national average and state average are close, around 3 hours and 50 minutes per day. According to the latest numbers updated in December, the Waters of Wakarusa has about an hour less of nursing care a day, about 2 hours and 50 minutes. These 6 former employees say they felt the effects of that every day.
When you take one person and they have to run the whole station, that's now become 66 people. So how do you even begin to put them to bed at night? How do you even begin to feed those who need fed?
Another former employee tells 16 News Now a friend who visited recently was disturbed.
They're asking her for help. Like, how can you help me get to the bathroom? I know you don't work here, but can you please help? I've been trying to get a hold of staff for hours.
They tell us these concerns have been brought to the current administrator.
One comment one time was, well, I might not even have anybody to work in the building. It's not funny. I mean, we're taking care of people.
But other times, they say, the current administrator would take a different approach.
Would yell at people, other management staff, in front of the entire management team and belittle them and berate them.
I went inside the Waters of Wakarusa to try to talk with the current administrator. They were not available. This is after I sent multiple emails and made multiple phone calls asking to speak with them about these concerns. In response to my request for an interview, I received this statement. I'm going to read part of it for you. It says, in part, we understand that concerns about staffing can lead to feelings of frustration and uncertainty, and we want to address these issues head on. The former employees say they have also contacted the company that owns Waters of Wakarusa, as well as the State Department of Health. One former employee even started a petition signed by 26 employees.
One of the signers of the petition said that they walked in on a resident trying to transfer another resident into the toilet. These are patients that are in wheelchairs. They can't handle any weight.
Those residents are why these former employees say they are sharing their stories today.
We had a past administrator tell me, once told all of us often, treat every day as if it's the resident's last day. And I never forgot that. We want the residents protected. We want them safe. We want them to enjoy life. And it's not happening right now. Leadership needs to change.
The Waters of Wakarusa website shows they are hiring for cooks, dietary aides, CNAs, RNs, and LPNs.
I think if the State Board of Health does come in, they really need to look at it.
I did reach out to Johnson Memorial Hospital, who is listed as the owner of Waters of Wakarusa, which is also managed by Infinity Healthcare Counseling. I reached out to Infinity as well. I did not hear back from them. Again, the current administrator did not respond to my request for a sit-down interview, but did send a statement. You can read that full statement over on WNDU.com.
We have a 16 News Now update to get to. Less than 1 week after our I-Team reporting walking away from the waters aired, the Indiana Department of Health is at the waters of Wakarusa Nursing Home tonight.
Yes, several sources told our Caroline Clapp the state came to investigate, so she went there to confirm it herself. And she joins us now live in studio. So, Caroline, you weren't there for too long, though.
Lauren, a woman asked me to leave before I could even make it through the front door, but I did snap a quick picture of the sign posted. It says the Indiana Department of Health is conducting a survey on the facility through Friday. Last week, I showed you our I-Team investigation walking away from the waters. That's the story featuring 6 former employees of the nursing home who say a critical lack of staffing and toxic management pushed them to quit their jobs. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services shows the facility has a 4 out of 5-star rating overall, but just has 1 star in the staffing category. I went by today to try and find out more information about the survey. Our camera caught that quick encounter. Are you Robin?
Do not bring this camera in here. I am not Robin. Do not bring this camera in.
Is Robin able to talk to me?
Get out of this area with your camera.
Can I ask Robin? Well,
There's no comment.
okay. All right. Thank you.
So it's interesting to see that there. It was a quick trip, obviously.
Yeah.
Very quick trip. Yep.
Look at this. That was not Robin, obviously, but what else were you able to find out while you were there?
Yeah, so again, the big thing that we have confirmed is that the state is now investigating them. There are regular surveys that happen in nursing homes where they go, a few times a year to do health inspections, but there are also surveys that happen after complaints are made.
Wow.
So I don't know what caused them exactly to go there, but of course this is 5 days after the story aired that they're there today. So.
And Caroline, you also reached out to the Indiana Department of Health, right? Talk about that.
Yeah, so the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services is where you find all of the information on the reviews, but the state sends the inspectors to do those inspections, and that would be through the Indiana Department of Health. So I sent them an email today asking them what brought them there and if they could give me any more information. So of course I'll let you guys know when I hear back on that.
Nobody else touching this story but Caroline Clapp. We appreciate you doing it. Thank you so
More
much.
to come with it, too. A 16 News Now I-Team story. This is following our report walking away from the waters.
Yeah, that's the story where our Caroline Clapp sat down with 6 former employees at the waters of Wakarusa Nursing Home. She joins us now in studio. Caroline, multiple people reached out saying the administrator was fired after that report aired. Tell us what you know.
Yeah, well, Josh, I've reached out to Infinity Healthcare Consulting's corporate office multiple times to confirm that they let that administrator go, as well as sent multiple emails to their team. But today, when I checked the website's job openings, I saw an addition to that list. Take a look. This is a screen recording of the Waters of Wakarusa website. As you can see, it shows they are hiring for a nursing home administrator. As I mentioned in my report, the former employees told me the administrator created a toxic work environment. Also following our report, inspectors with the state health department came to conduct a survey. We are still awaiting those findings. Of course, we'll update you as soon as we have that information.
Continuing reporting, we appreciate you, Caroline. Keep us posted. Thank you.